to Young and Impressionable. We are going to be talking about double standards yet again because we went like 2 hours last week.
It was a while.
It was pretty crazy. So I have a feeling that you guys really have a lot to say. This week, I'm going to have Blue Jay back on. I'll also have Treasure Hilton. You guys are very familiar with her as well. And don't look at me like that. And Dame is going to come on because I kind of called him out last week. So he feels the need to, speak up for himself, I guess. So I'm going to let him do that. And he'll actually be the first person that comes on today. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I want to kind of stir some things up and see what happens because I'm gonna call them out. I don't talk about people behind their back. I talk about it to their face. So we're gonna see what happens. Yeah. So what do you? Oh, and of course we have Donald here.
Boom.
Two tall gamers.
That's
What's
right.
up? Producing
right.
on the ones and twos.
On the one, literally, I got like 2 keyboards, 2 mics down here. I'll be reading your comments and trying to relay them quickly to Janae so that she can make a comment on them. So just so you guys know, I can read. We got well over 100 comments last time. I can't read that fast, so don't pick at me.
He keeps saying he can read because I called him out a few weeks ago for I was making a joke and I was like, "Can you read it now?" He got upset. He got butthurt.
I did. So, yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
It was a joke. He could take a joke. Let's go ahead and get Dame on here.
Let me go try and call him up. See what's
I want to say some things. So I called him out. I'll give you guys a recap.
Yeah, you go ahead and set it up.
I called him out for posting half-naked women and saying WCW, this is so beautiful, this is my dream woman and all that, but then on the other hand wants this certain type of girl and wonders why women all want to be half-naked on social media. And it's like, it's just ridiculous. It's like, make up your mind. Do you want half-naked women, or do you want a woman that's fully dressed on social media? Like, you can't do that, and you can't make an excuse and say, "Oh, well, she's an Instagram model." Like, that doesn't make an excuse. Like, if you like Instagram models, then all girls are gonna want to be half-naked Instagram models.
I don't think all girls would want to be half-naked Instagram models.
I'm not gonna say okay, not all,
but I get what you're saying.
Girls who want your attention, want a man's attention, and men, I guess, like yourself.
Whoa, wait. Say what? Say what now?
I say men like yourself. Like, I'm saying
to
the crowd like them. If a guy's posting it, then girls that look at his page may be like, oh, well, this type of guy likes these type of girls. Maybe she's getting attention. Maybe that's the type of attention that I want to get, the type of guys. And a friend of mine said that women are in competition with each other to an extent. And
I'm sure. That's just I get
and so
that.
that's kind of what it is. So if we see a girl that looks a certain way and does this and that, it's like, well, we try to be like that. So.
But you may not want all that attention that she gets, because some of that attention ain't good attention. That's the thing.
That's true.
I'm trying to see if Dame is around. He was just around for the sound check. I go and I message him and say, "Hey man, you there?" He's not responding.
Well, he's new to Skype, so he has no idea what he's doing.
Uh-oh. Y'all got brothers in tech, don't know how to use it. All right. I'm going to try and call him, see what happens.
I'm going to see if anybody has anything to say. But go ahead and, I see Crystal commented. She said, "Why is it that some guys judge women for having a lot of guy friends?" Okay, do you want to help us out with that?
Why is it? What was the question now?
Why is it that guys judge women for having a lot of guy friends?
So hold on. First off, we got Dame on the line. Dame, I have your line muted right now. So give me a few seconds. I'm going to unmute you right after we get this question answered. So the question is, actually, I will bring you in. I'll go ahead and unmute him. You're unmuted. Let me repeat the question for you. Actually, it's not even on my screen.
Why is it that? Okay, Dame, since you're on here, there's 2 men here now. Why is it that guys will judge women for having a lot of guy friends? That was a question from our viewers.
I personally don't judge. I mean, I have female friends, and that's kind of an issue I kind of deal with women. So I mean, if they're true friends, you know what I'm saying? Like I personally have an issue with that at all.
So if
normally when I meet somebody,
if your girl had like, you know, a bunch of guy friends and she wanted to go hang out with them and not you, you know, on a Friday night, you know, it's just her friends. You cool? Ooh.
Look. If it's a true friend, like, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying?
So
if it's somebody go ahead.
You can't go with them, and they're about to go to the club. Are they about to go?
Wait, they're telling me that I can't go?
Yeah, she wants to spend time with a friend.
I'm cool with that because I mean, Jay, I have female friends. Most of my friends are females.
All right.
And so, I'm a very fair person.
Oh, see, okay. There's not a double standard there in his eyes. That's good. That's a plus.
I won't say that I can agree with his views. I would get a little.
Really?
I would get a little jealous.
Jonathan said, "Nah, f that." Yeah, he said, "Nah, f that."
I'm kind of over there with Jonathan. Me and Jonathan would be going to the club together to see where our girls are.
I mean, like, because like, okay, for instance, my female friends, we go back like since middle school and stuff. Like we're pretty much like family, you know. So it's like, if I'm with somebody, they're always invited to hang out with us. You know what I'm saying? In my last relationship, it'll be my ex saying, "Oh no, just go have fun with your friends. I'm gonna stay home." All right, cool.
And you would go roll out with a bunch of girls.
Mainly it's me, Jamie, and Stephanie. So yeah, it's me and two girls.
See, if you hadn't named them, I would have asked about their physical characteristics. If they were attractive women or not attractive women.
Yeah, they happen to be very attractive, and when I meet women, like when I meet women, like I'm like, hey, are you okay with a guy having female friends, like real female friends?
Yeah, I see he posts his female friends often, and they're gorgeous. They are really pretty.
And this is the guy who you guys got into the go back and forth on the Woman Crush Wednesday, right?
Oh yeah.
So
let's get that started.
I was like, what is going on over there?
What is he doing?
I'm over here doing a little something. Go ahead.
I knew with the tapping motion. I was like, so good Lord.
Medicinal.
It's this kind of show, apparently. So, okay. Oh, well, we do have a few people talking in the chat. Jonathan says, no, if it's my girl, she shouldn't be going to the club. You know, she shouldn't be going to the club alone with the guy. Crystal rebutted and said, you got to trust her. I mean, the way I feel, I mean, if it's like, yeah, alone, I mean, yeah, you have to trust him. You have to trust them. And then not always the club. The club isn't where everybody always hangs out all the time, right? Like, there's a lot of places to hang out. You know, there's hookah lounges and all kind of stuff. Like, I've hung out at hookah lounges with my guy friends. And I feel like if I had a boyfriend, he should be cool with me hanging out at the hookah lounge with my guy friends.
Wait, hey,
I don't know.
Hey, I just realized something. I need to share this. So can I
we told you to share it before.
Look, obviously he's in a little daze, so you can't.
No, I can't refresh your page. I didn't see like you going live. It was just your old post from like 2 hours ago.
Okay, well we'll call you right back then if you can't. We'll call you right back.
We got to get that share.
We'll call you right back because I have some stuff to say about this topic. Jonathan said it's rare. Jonathan said it's rare if they're just friends. Like, I don't agree. Like, maybe Jonathan, you don't like to have girls that are just friends, but there's a lot of people out there that have just friends. I mean, I don't see a problem with that at all. I don't see one at all. I mean, throughout high school, I had guy friends. Throughout college, I had legitimate guy friends where that was it. Like, almost like my brother.
Hold on. I love Jonathan's last comment.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, especially if y'all are having problems in the relationship, A shoulder to cry on is always.
Oh my gosh, this is petty.
No, he is right. That last line, look.
It's always an eggplant to ride on.
That ain't no eggplant. You know what that is.
I can't with y'all.
You telling me that
I've never, ever had a guy friend that I've cried to or talked to and then ended up sleeping with after, ever.
You know what? Okay, let me take it back one quick second. It may not necessarily be a dick to ride on, but when you lose that emotional connection, and if you and my girl, and I see you going to the club and like, or not even going to the club, but going and spending time with another guy and like building that emotional connection, that's my emotional connection. That's not for him. And I'm not trying to say that in a possessive way. What I'm saying is that relationship connection is now gone, and then it's being sent elsewhere. So
okay, well, Treasure said, who's coming on this show in a few, says, I have plenty guy friends, more than 3, and us hooking up will never happen in life. That's how she would say it. I know that's how she would say it. I'd bring them around my boyfriends. They're real friends. That's it. I've actually had a boyfriend that I brought to the hookah lounge to meet all my guy friends.
Yeah, and you know, it's so, and again, I'm speaking like I'm a little bit like possessive or whatever, or whatever you want to call it. But you know, my wife has a lot of guy friends, like tons, and I would say she probably has like maybe 2 or 3 actual girlfriends,
right?
That I would consider like her really good friends, and even them, she doesn't even hang around a lot. We're gonna get Dan back on the show, but you know, there is that trust factor, right? So I come out here and I do the show with you. It's me and you here in basically what is technically a house, but it's a studio, you know, and there's trust there. And
right.
So
I mean, you're here with me, and you know she's not here. So, yeah, there has to be trust.
There has to be trust. That is true. But I do subscribe to Jonathan's, like, problems in a relationship, man. Nah. All right, let me get Dan back on.
Crystal got some questions.
Yeah,
and everybody, if you like the video, share it so that we can get more people talking and in on the conversation. Also, Treasure, share it so that we can get more people talking and in on the conversation. And Crystal says, why do some guys think it's appropriate or okay to send half-naked pics to a girl's phone that they just met and she didn't ask for them? He's like, I can't speak for these guys.
You know what? I have never, like, done that. Like, that's, I don't know. I don't understand this whole movement of the dick pic. I don't get it. I really don't.
I don't get it either.
I've always wanted to ask, like, a guy, like, hey, have you ever, like, sent your dick to someone and then y'all hooked up just off the principle of that picture?
That's a good question. Just off of, like, wow. Because, you know, it has to work if they do it all the time. Okay, guys, comment. Have you ever sent a dick pic and then got some action because of that dick pic? That was that unsolicited.
Like, that was the clincher. Like, that, like, she was on the fence. But she was like, that's a dick. I've never seen one of those. That's crazy.
Oh,
that
man.
just be interesting. That just be interesting.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we got D back on. All right. So now
Gang back.
Baby, I'm back. All right. So now what you got for him?
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and call you out yet again. Okay. Yet again.
Look at that face.
You posted WCWs multiple weeks in a row where they were half naked or naked women. I would call them naked. Okay. Very provocative women saying, she's so gorgeous. This is the type of woman I want. Like, yes, this is what I want.
Whoa. Did I say all that?
Yes. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Are we adding a little something
Okay,
to that,
I did a little ad lib. But the point, you know, that was basically what it was, regardless of my ad libs. You know, you did say WCW, of course. She's so gorgeous. Like, this is the type of woman I would want. In so many words. However you phrased it, you still said it.
Well, a lot of people don't understand, man. You know, I'm a personal trainer. I've been a personal trainer for like 11 years, and like, a lot of this stuff I do. Now the MCM,
That's
it's a little
man
different. But
crush.
a lot
That's
of
man
stuff that I
crush.
post,
Yeah, that's
WC,
man.
WCW.
or yeah, my bad. Look at my backpack over here. But a lot of it's to motivate my clients, though. You know what I'm saying?
So,
But
I'm sitting here like.
but the WCW, yeah, like if I'm on Instagram and I see somebody who look real nice or somebody I kind of have a crush on or whatever, you know, I'm gonna do a little WCW.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that like that's why I want to wife up though.
see, and that was my point.
And that's where we have an issue.
No, it's not. Look,
It is an issue.
them girls are on display. They're showing the physical goods.
Them girls on there for sale.
They're what?
They're on there for sale. And I'm not saying that wording exactly, but what I am saying, they are advertising a certain thing.
As a woman, that's not how we see it. We don't see it that way. We see it as that's what guys like because they keep pointing out these physical qualities of a woman, and this is what I like. And it's always this perfect, ridiculous Coke bottle that doesn't really exist and man-made kind of body, and then wonder why all these women either are insecure and don't feel good about themselves or try to be that or show off their body more. And it's because men lead, women follow.
And what was the first thing that Dame said? Not something I want to wife up.
But when you say women crush Wednesday, and damn, this woman's so beautiful.
It's a crush. I'm not saying like, oh, this is who I want to. This is my future wife. This is who I want to marry. It's just a little crush, like somebody who you like, man, like.
She got a big booty.
Yes, but that's not how we see.
Nice
We don't
booty,
see it that way. It's like, that's your crush.
Yeah, that woman. She might have like, some quality, some features, on her body that we like. If a nigga like ass, that's what he like. If he like his ass to be smooth and round, no cellulite, that's what he like. I mean, but just because I put somebody perfect doesn't mean that's what I actually want, though.
Well,
I like a little.
I think the other discussion was that that type of woman doing that thing, because that was where that conversation went, was that
right.
Women constantly posting half naked pictures, like every other picture. Would you want your woman, if you had a girlfriend long term? See, the face has already been made. Would you want your woman posting half naked pictures? Bikinis in winter. Shots, how they always do the shot where they turn around looking at something, but it's always a booty.
So, okay. If I'm with somebody, if I met somebody, they were an aspiring actress or model or whatever, I'm very supportive.
Okay, that is different. And we talked about that. That's different. Not a model, not an actress. But
so she's all of a sudden just started just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, she done glowed up. Maybe she dropped a few pounds, few lbs.
Maybe she went and got some surgery.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if it's my like woman or whatever, and she posting something that's just like she posting with the hose post, you know what I'm saying?
She posted she posted the type of pictures that you post of other women.
Pardon me?
She posted the type of pictures that you post of other women.
Yeah, women who I didn't like, who I wouldn't consider like wifey material. Yeah.
And there's the double standard.
I don't believe it, because I feel like if men had the opportunity to actually date one of these Instagram models, they would take that opportunity.
No.
As fast as possible.
Okay. You remember when I was with my ex, right? The light skinned chick or whatever. I would buy. Remember, I used to post pictures of the clothes I would buy her. I would buy her like sexy clothes. So I clearly don't have a problem with, her looking a certain way. But like, if you get on Facebook at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock on a weekday, and like you post a picture of you in a dress laying on the bed with your ass up.
There it is.
Kind of like what you did.
Like what I did. Oh no, Blue's about to come on here and call all of y'all out because no. First off,
That picture, you wanted attention. You knew it.
no, you wanted to look. That's what it came down to.
That picture is centered on the crevice.
You guys are extra. You guys are extra because honestly, like, who really would have known that that was a butt way in the back? And it wasn't even like y'all made it seem like I was sitting there on all fours with my butt tooted in the air.
No,
it wasn't.
Your butt.
It was not. It was just a very, very sexy, classy,
Janae.
sweet, cute picture, and that's what it was. And I just happened to show off my curves that were covered actually.
Yeah,
so
no.
I do not have any
Janae.
qualms with posting that picture whatsoever.
Janae, you have okay. You're a tiny girl, but you do have a big butt. Right?
Okay.
But joke there.
What?
But there is no way your butt curves up like that. The human spine does not do that at rest.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Oh my!
Yes,
If
it
you
did.
lay on the floor, your butt is not going to be
Right
taller
now.
than your head.
Yes. First off,
Look
it
at
wasn't.
pictures
It
right
was
now.
the way that I was. It was like this. I was taking the picture like this, and I was like,
Your booty was higher than your head.
it wasn't. It was on the side because I was at an angle. So
It was ass and head.
It was centered.
yeah, way behind where a booty's supposed to be.
Treasure
Not
said that
up in
booty
the
stood
air.
up.
Not up in the air. Way behind, in the back, laying down
Hey,
where it's supposed to be.
you know
And
what,
fully
though?
covered. So I'm not trying to hear none of it from none of y'all.
You know what? I actually have a collage of like the same type of pose. Cause I knew you were gonna like come up with an excuse.
Ooh.
So yeah, when we get done, I'm gonna post it.
A collage of what?
A bunch of females taking the same exact pose. Y'all know what y'all doing, man. Come on, now.
Ever. And were they clothed?
Yeah, but they got the booty pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like,
We
come on.
can't
Just
just
because you ain't,
no.
just because you're not out there posting like a super thought picture, don't mean you ain't trying to get no attention.
So what? So what if I post a picture that shows off? Yeah,
I'm not saying it's
I'm a
bad.
woman and I have curves, and I think that I'm not gonna like hide them and be like and take little nerdy ass pictures. Like I'm a woman and I'm gonna show.
See, you are a naturally gorgeous woman. You don't have to do all that extra shit to stand
It wasn't
out.
extra. I didn't do anything extra. I was in some glasses.
The
I had my
booty
hair
pop.
pulled back. I was a mess. I didn't even have no makeup on. I look like I don't know if I did. I probably
Yeah,
didn't.
but that
But
booty,
it was
we don't
a
care about. Man, we care about that booty.
okay. Well,
Right.
that booty is there, and I can't help that. Well, you want me to hide it?
I
I'm
can't-
not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna hide my
No,
butt.
don't hide it. Don't hide it. But come on now, don't front and stunt. You know when we call you out.
You can't call me out because the pictures that you posted are nothing compared to that picture. Because y'all want to point out that picture, like, so what if my curves were showing?
All right, check it out.
I had clothes on. That's
Check it out.
crazy. Y'all on some other stuff.
I got something. I got something. So everybody in the audience, y'all can check it out.
Yes, show the picture.
All right.
Go ahead and post this picture so everybody can see. Boom. What do y'all see in the back?
She got the,
What do y'all see?
spandex on,
Period.
boy.
What do y'all see? Period. Okay.
Boy,
Like
the
you don't
spandex
even know.
on.
You don't even know that's a butt unless you're looking way
What are you
back
talking
there.
about?
And my butt's
Are
not
you
even higher than my head. You guys are so dramatic right now.
I was off.
Y'all
I
are
was off.
hecka dramatic. My
I was
butt's
going
way in the
off
back,
of memory.
and you don't even know what that is. It's black.
That
it
ain't
could
no-
be. It could
nah.
be anything back there. That could be
Nah.
a.
That's some booty and spandex.
Do we have a doctor? Hold on,
I was in a
hold on.
skirt.
Do
I was in
we
a
have
very long
doctor-
skirt.
Do we have a doctor
even
in the
better.
audience? Because if we had a doctor in the audience, they will tell you, look at your shoulders, right? The booty is higher than your shoulders. And you are on your one elbow. So what I'm saying, all I'm saying is,
Stevie Wonder know
That's an angle. You guys made it seem like this picture was just so trashy. Like I was
No,
just
no,
on
no.
all fours
Oh, no.
with
I
my
didn't
butt
say-
in the air in doggy style. Like you
Nah.
guys are ridiculous.
I didn't say
Y'all,
it
that's
was-
that's a picture y'all painted because I talked to Blue after and she was like my mind went wild. I was expecting like a lollipop in the mouth type picture. This picture, Y'all, like, you can see my hair is a mess. I'm not even really trying here. I don't have no makeup on. I have some glasses on, with my hair in a little messy bun. And
hey, she got her eyes all squeezed shit.
oh my gosh, extra. Y'all being extra. This is extra. Okay, so girls are saying my butt doesn't look lifted. It wasn't lifted. My butt was not lifted at all.
Your butt looks lifted.
Well,
it really does. It looked like you're like.
She got that
lifted up. Yeah, you look like you rocking
It's
that
not.
arch.
It's not lifted. It's that I'm kind. It's like rested. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys because you guys don't really understand.
It look like it's still
I'm
on
kind of like
to me.
it's kind of like leaning to the I'm kind of leaning to the side. But regardless, it's black. Like you guys are acting like I have my butt out. It's not out. It's way in the back. It's almost all the way by the closet. You guys are extra right now.
Extra.
I wonder how that picture looked that didn't make it.
I can't help that my butt is in the back. Treasure said y'all thirsty. Okay. Crystal said y'all just being guys. Okay. Kenya said that butt doesn't look lifted. And women are gonna say, like, women know. We know the tricks of the trade.
All these your friends?
We know the tricks of trade. I mean, they're my friend on here, but okay. Eric said, yeah, she just got it like that. Eric said, yeah, she just got it like that. That's a guy that's, And then Kenya said, she said it's not lifted.
But we know, all we saying, we know what you're doing.
Exactly.
It's more,
the only thing.
What? So what if I'm trying to look cute? There's nothing wrong with looking cute. There's nothing wrong with showing off curves. I think there's a classy way to do it, and I feel like this is a classy way to do it.
I would say that is definitely classier than I've seen.
Would you post that same exact picture?
Or you do what?
If you had a man, would you post that same exact picture?
Yeah. Yes, of course I would post a picture. And if he had a problem with it, then he needs to check himself.
Really?
Okay. So
hold on.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So.
All right.
For sure.
No, you know we ain't gonna win this.
You're not gonna win.
It is her show.
You're not gonna win this because y'all made it seem like y'all trying to compare me to the type of girls that you post.
No.
And that's not even close.
No.
So I have some. If y'all wanted to find some pictures of me, I have some pictures that are way sexier than that.
I'm scrolling through.
Way sexier than that. So I just wish y'all would have picked a better picture to confront me with because that was terrible. Try again. Try again.
But okay.
Dust yourselves off and try again.
So you would post that same exact picture if you were in a good relationship.
Yeah, why not?
You really would?
Yes.
Okay.
And if your man had a problem with it, being okay, so
I'd be like, you are a very insecure male.
Being that we're talking about.
Whoa.
But see, that's I don't know about that, man. I'm not gonna say I'm not insecure, but I think that term gets thrown around real easy.
Like
there's a lot of terms that get thrown around really easy.
But
look, man,
you really don't have a lot of pictures, by the way, that show a lot of skin. You really don't.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're not no thought. You ain't not her thought, but
I wouldn't be helping you with the show if you was thought.
The picture was for attention, okay? I don't care what you gotta say.
I mean, every picture is begging for attention. This bright ass pink hair is begging for attention. If y'all want to say it like that, I mean,
true.
I mean, like really though, I think every
like that with the booty popped up, like if you was
it was to the side. It was leaning.
It was out.
It was leaning. It was leaning. It was sitting sideways. You boys in a daze.
Sitting sideways.
And I'm not insecure at all, but if she posts something like that, like if she posts something trying to invite thirsty niggas, like we got a problem.
Trying to invite. They gonna come. The thirsties are gonna come.
Yeah. But when you throw it out there though, they gonna come like super thirsty.
Oh my goodness.
And that's the problem. But
well,
we do have to get.
Well, I want to say what a few people are saying on here. Oh, well, Calvin said any man that's upset about this is insecure in the relationship, and it's not going to last. Women can smell lack of confidence. That's for certain.
That's true.
Calvin, that is for certain. Eric said, so would you be cool with your boyfriend just chilling in the cut in sweatpants, bulge showing?
That's what I
Cameron
see.
brought that up.
Yep.
Cameron brought that up. I mean, it's sweatpants. Like, I'm not gonna get mad at him for
If you can see
sweatpants.
every detail of the
see a nigga
helmet,
veins.
Of the helmet.
the boys down below, and you tell them you gonna be cool with it, you know damn well you're not. Because that is your penis.
Wait, hold on. If your dude was getting ready, whatever, to go out, and he go in the restroom, take a picture like, hey, I'm about to hop in the shower. I'm going to so-and-so tonight. And that nigga meat hanging out. It's
that is different though. Like, that is different. Because see, this is the thing. Booties get hugged all the time. You know, like our body shows, our curves show at all times. Like a whole penis, like that's kind of like saying like if a woman is showing her
yeah, y'all do it all the time. Go ahead and say that monkey, that
a camel toe. If a woman's showing a camel toe, like that's like, yeah, that's a little extra. Like she needs to fix that. You know,
there's certain shorts.
But now the camel thing, now the camel toe is normal now. It's
it's in
because y'all constantly wear spandex, like workout clothes everywhere.
And also, there's certain shorts that I choose not to wear out the house because it's not right.
Stop the madness. Kendrick said, I'd be cool with my lady posting a pic like that if you're confident individual. Shouldn't matter what the other party thinks personally, but that's just me. I'm super confident. Of course he is. Of course he is.
Just like nipples.
Oh, just like nipples. Okay, hold on a second. What about nipples? We can talk about this because we were just talking about this before the show started. What about nipples, Calvin?
Yeah, the nipples are very popular now, you know?
You know, oh my gosh, she's over here cracking up. No, chill, bruh. Okay.
I'm trying to. Trying to hold it together.
What do you mean nipples are very popular? Come on, I'm gonna need somebody to explain this to me.
Like the no bra showing the nipple thing, that's popular now. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing.
Listen. It might be popular.
How popular is it, Janae?
You're over here just dying, okay?
Hey, you got one of her?
Look, I don't wear bras. I don't like bras. They're uncomfortable. They're horrible. I haven't been wearing bras in years. I don't like them. And so maybe it is a trend now. And I feel like a lot of things, and this might be a little much, but a lot of things that I do are now a trend. You know, like big hair wasn't cool. It was only cool to straighten your hair. Now everybody wants to have hair like that's big and fluffy. Skinny, thin lips, you know, like having big lips were made fun of, and now everybody's getting lip injections, you know, like a lot of things that are just me. I mean, having big, bushy eyebrows weren't cool, and now all of a sudden everybody wants to fill in their eyebrows. It's just stuff like that that just happens, and I like
the big bushy eyebrow thing. I don't like all that. Man, don't get me started.
Yeah, don't shave it off and pencil it in.
The wavy brows. We're gonna do the wavy brows.
What is that, man? Get out of
and
here.
the braided brows
like
and the.
that.
I'm not even gonna play. I'm not even gonna entertain none of that. We're not even gonna. Okay, Marissa said, I hate wearing bras. Legit thought I was the only one. No, girl, I am with you on that. They are uncomfortable. They're horrible. They'll leave marks underneath. They'll squeeze onto you. If you don't got huge boobs, because the reason for bras is to hold them in and do all that stuff. Like, listen, like, I'm not all that filled out. So I'm not about to go around and be wearing bras just to have them lifted up to my chin. I'm just not about to do that. Like,
let's go to Marissa's page. Look at her photos.
There are a lot of options out here. A lot of options out here. Bra.
Block your page.
I love it. Yeah, she better block her page. Everybody gonna be going there after this.
She's like, ooh, she don't have no bra.
Check it out, damn. We do have some other callers to get to. We definitely enjoy you getting on the show.
Appreciate it.
Pleading your case. So
yeah. Thanks for coming on. And he said pleading your case.
Oh, okay.
I still think, you know, you guilty.
I know when the next show is. I'm ready, you know, always ready.
All right, well, go do what you about to do, because we all know what you about to do.
Know.
That's why he can't even show his eyes right now. He got glasses on.
All right, peace, man.
A mess.
Right. So now we're going to try.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. Was it Blue next?
Oh, Marissa said you can look at him. She said she fine. She said she fine. You can go look at her pictures all you want to.
Oh, Marissa said she got it like that.
So Crystal said, is a woman wrong for thinking a guy just wants sex when he asks to come over to your place before even taking you out?
Hell no, you're probably accurate.
You are right, girl. See, look at that. Straight from a man's mouth. I didn't even have to say it.
Look,
that's it right there.
Hey man, I just call it how I sees it. If I'm single and I'm going over to your house to chill out, no. What you talking about?
You expecting something, right?
I can chill out at home.
Calvin said if he's trying to come over without taking you out, he's trying to hit.
Exactly.
Yep. Next that dude. Next him.
You better wash it up.
He ain't taking you serious.
Wash it up before I come over.
Or wash.
That's all I'm saying. Keep it real.
She said it's so obvious. Exactly. Yes.
All right, we got Blue Jay. Blue Jay is ready. Let me down her
Blue's
up.
on. I'm excited to have her on.
Booyah. Let's get it going.
Yes. She said, but they will deny it. Of course they'll deny it. Like,
yeah, that's where Netflix and chill came from. Like,
right.
There she is. Hold on, you know what? Before I even got the chance to get her on camera, she was already getting it ready. Oh my goodness. Blue,
hey,
what
girl.
it do?
Hey guys.
What is up?
So I know that you had some things that you still wanted to say from last week that you didn't get off your chest. So
First of all, that photo, like I was talking mad in the comments. Like I cannot believe, I went and saw that photo after we got off and I was like, are you serious? They had me thinking that you was like head down, ass up, arched back. Girl, I was like, this cute ass picture, she looks like a 7th grader. Like it's so PG-13. Oh my God.
Right.
So,
if I call myself
right. I was talking big shit about you guys after we got off. I can't even lie.
Because y'all y'all wrong for that. That was out of line. Y'all out of line for that.
Let me tell you something.
They made our imaginations run wild.
Right.
My observation about that photo was that the booty was center screen, and the booty was, and come on, Jay, just give it to me.
It was looking good. Y'all over here on my case. Like, I'm over here just like out here with the thong on.
I have not once said it looked bad. I have not once said it was even ratchet looking. All I'm saying is,
y'all gave the impression that it was so seductive,
right,
and so revealing.
No, I'm saying it gave attention to a very particular piece of the whole thing that is Janae. Right? It gave attention to that dunk, and you just when I first saw that picture, I'm not even gonna lie. What did I ask you? I said, who is this? I didn't even recognize you because all I could see was hams over my hammy.
That's because you were concerned with hams only. That's because she's probably getting a call. That's because you were concerned with hams. You were looking, because anybody else, like if I showed that picture to my little brother, I'm sure he wouldn't be like, your booty out in the air.
I bet he would.
Oh my God, no.
You know what? Man, if it weren't involving children, I would like to show that picture to a young kid. It's gonna say
they'd be like, "Oh, she's cute." That's what they would say. They'd be like, "She's cute."
That girl got a big booty. Okay, she.
Oh my God, yeah. If you point it out, like, look, what do you think that is in the back? They'd be like, "Oh, is that a
all right.
extra?"
Oh, I'm sorry. That's all I had to get off my chest. I was making fun of them. Like, are you kidding me? They are focused on the ass.
Right.
Like, it's so far back. And everything is getting an even amount of attention in that photo. But all the guys are zooming in on said ass. Like you guys' imaginations were getting the best of you on that one. So I'm sorry. I just had to put my 2 cents in.
Exactly.
Moving along.
Right. Okay, so talking about double standards, I know that you had a few things to get off of, that you want to get off your chest and things that you want to talk about. So go ahead and say what you wanted to say.
Well, the only issue that I don't like when it comes down to double standards, because some of them are just typical. My biggest fight these days, especially in 2017, is when it comes down to women and our sexuality. And being made to feel like we're not allowed to be sexual or horny, or being made to believe that it's something wrong with us if we just want sex from a guy. Like, I don't know when the tides changed. I know as a woman growing up from a young girl who just wanted to fit the standards of what I was told that I should be, versus being a woman who is fully confident, fully functional, got some knowledge, is a little seasoned, is a little polished. I think that as an adult woman now, it's super hard to just fight for the same level of respect just because now I'm embracing my sexuality. You know what I'm saying? Those are the double standards that I have a problem with, because we get horny and sometimes we can be with someone without having to be with someone. Like, it doesn't make us a slut. It doesn't make us irresponsible. It doesn't make us promiscuous. That's my issue.
You know what I think about that particular double standard? I honestly feel that is a double standard for younger people.
Yeah.
Like when I was 16, 17 or whatever, like, oh man, that girl, she just want to have sex. That's nasty. She'll slap. She'll this, she'll that, right? But now, it's like, if I were single, or even in the case of my wife, if my wife is horny, I'm like,
that's your wife.
Well, but so what I'm saying though is, like, if I were single and a girl just like, hey, yo, let's go frog it out. I'm like, oh, all right. Yeah,
Okay, I didn't know that was a new term or old term.
Getting froggy with it? I think that's an old term.
Probably.
I think that's.
Yeah,
you're trying to call me old on the slide.
I'm cool.
Big head.
No, I mean, I completely agree. I think that that goes to kind of like what I've had to deal with. It's like I don't know why it's so pushed to like, oh well, it's cool when guys do it. It's horrible when girls do it. But if guys are doing it, who do y'all think guys are doing it with?
Yeah.
I mean, like, really, like with each other? I mean, come on. It doesn't really make any sense to me. Like, oh, we don't want girls to sleep around, but we want girls to sleep with us. Like,
yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. I mean, we chase. There are some guys who I'm like, I want it. I want him, and that's it. I've been there. I think that the problem is we are being made to, how can I say this? We got to keep up the ideal of ourselves for the man. And that drives me nuts. I'm so tired of a man telling me, man, I just don't see you the same. I don't give a shit about how you see me. I'm so tired of it being about keeping up with the ideal persona or image that the man has given us in order to create comfort for himself. Like, it's not just about you. You know what I'm saying?
And I think, see, it's funny because I think, like I said, how it being more of a younger thing, I think that damages young women and how they think about their sexuality. And it gives them trouble and, later on in life, like, hey, no, I can't express my sexuality around you or I'll be made fun of. And then they have troubles connecting emotionally or physically with men down later on in life.
Dame said that's what we have hoes for, and hoes serve a purpose. No, Dame, you're calling women hoes because they actually want you. They actually want to give their body to you. That's not okay. Like, that's not okay. You should be happy that a woman wants to give her body to you, like, instead of calling her a hoe. I
like how he turns up after he gets off camera.
Right, now he wants to all of a sudden, he was extra silent and quiet while he was here, and now all of a sudden he wants to call. No, I just dealt with people calling me a hoe on some dumb shit, and it's really ridiculous because I feel like the same people that like to point fingers are the ones that actually were hoes. And usually it's guys. And it's like, it's okay for them, And it's really hard. It's really hard. And I see what celebrities deal with like when women will only sleep with, there's only 3 known guys. Like we talked about Taylor Swift or, whoever else. It's like, there's only 3 known guys that they know, that people know they slept with. And everybody just calls him a hoe. But then a guy will sleep with 15 women, and it's like, oh, he's cool. He got to sleep with all these beautiful women.
And
that's annoying.
And that goes right along with Eric's question. Why do guys seek value from the number of women they sleep with? And we kind of touched on this last time, and I'll say it again. The biggest thing that our culture, especially in the African-American culture and our music and stuff like that, it's like the biggest prize possession is a pair of panties from a girl, right? And I think that goes back to the fact that if it's not rape, you have to say yes to me.
Yeah.
Right? That's the accomplishment. Like, some woman is willing to give their body to me.
But a man has to be, why do you guys lose your value in yourselves to be like, I'm giving myself to her?
Because it's always seemed as an accomplishment. I mean, maybe that may be back from a primordial age of trying to spread our DNA, and that is a successful victory of us, living forever through our DNA. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to get too deep with it where I don't even understand myself. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like getting a girl to say yes, man, yes. What
is the accomplishment when you get the girl? Like, why turn around and then deem her as someone who isn't of value?
Right.
Now, every guy is not going to expect every woman that he sleeps with to be the one or the special one, So why is it that every other woman besides the one have to be of lesser value? What is it in a man that keeps him from being able to value every woman that he shares his body with? Because he's sharing his body too.
That's true. I don't know.
And then Dame saying, what I'm saying is Dame said, we need hoes, but we don't need every woman to be a hoe. We're not here for you. We're here for us. We're not sleeping with you to get you off. We are doing it for us. If she's doing it for you, that's a prostitute and you're paying her money.
Dame is about to get me hit, and I'm not even saying this stuff. I'm afraid to be in the room with Janae right now.
I wanted to check that real quick. Like, no, women are not here. I'm not going to call them hoes. Women are not here for you and your pleasure.
Are women. We're women. Most of us have a vagina.
Most. I like how she said most. Yeah, most of us.
And then even more of us have a fully functional one. Like, I don't know where guys get off thinking that it's for them. And what I hate is that men seem to try and separate a woman from her vagina. You cannot do that. You cannot separate me from my pussy. Can I say that?
Yeah, go ahead.
You cannot separate me from my pussy, okay? It is a package deal. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. We got to have Blue on every episode.
I mean, I'm cool with that. I just wish she was here in Austin.
Yeah, you need to move so you can be on the show.
I'm on my way. Yeah, that drives me nuts. I yell at guys all day, every day. Like, a woman is her vagina, like, it's a package deal. It's a team thing. So you should be valuing the woman just like you appreciated the sex within the moment, and you should still hold the woman to a certain value because you had that experience with her.
I'm all for team vagina.
There's any excuse.
Huh?
What? I'm all for team vagina.
I mean, cool. Yeah, cool,
She said it's a team.
It's a, team V,
Team V. I'm going to make a damn shirt.
JJ. Team JJ. Look, Team J and J. Team J and J.
Hey, I'm with it. What's up?
Oh, my gosh.
J and J Entertainment, what it do? But I also saw a post from a guy that said, okay. I was like, wait, Dame trying
said
right now.
Something. Dame, I got to come correct you. He said a woman is not made to fuck like a man. Here is actually something that's very interesting. If you study female anatomy, female sexual anatomy, a woman, and everybody knows this, can bust several times in a session.
Right. So actually we can more than a man.
Yeah, we can do a lot more than you.
Right. An average male refractory time is at least 15 minutes, right? So
yeah.
So that has to be the most wrongest statement
right.
that you have ever said. Like, a woman, any average woman, any below average sexual activity from a woman can outdo a man. Like,
Yes.
So that means
truth is that you don't have enough sex for us.
right. Truth is,
Yeah,
you
that's-
busted. Pun intended.
yeah, you don't want to
Busted.
you don't want to go that angle.
He
No,
said he's
you
not
can't
talking about
fuck.
that. He said a woman can't fuck like a man. From exactly what we're talking about, double standards. That's your view, and for you, I feel like men say that in order to validate their wholeness. Your wholeness isn't validated. You're a hoe. If you want to say fuck like a man, so basically you're saying men equals hoe. And you guys are the hoe, and I feel like that, and I feel like that's not fair to all men. Like I feel like don't put all men in the hoe category. They're not all hoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and stand up for men on this one and say don't put all men in the hoe category. Don't substitute man for hoe. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Some men value their bodies and they value their penises, and not every girl can get it. And some men are not attracted to a hoe or an easy woman. I hate calling women hoes. I really do, because women are sexual. The
Right.
end. I feel like the term comes from men feeling like they can't control a woman's pussy. You know, like I think men run the world and they control everything and they have all the power except for the woman's vagina, and they're trying really hard to control that. And some of them can in a way, but at the end of the day, they don't own one. You know, some of them don't own one.
They be acting like one for sure.
Weird
I
stuff
always
now.
have to,
They be acting like one for
feel like I
sure.
always have to, you know.
Well,
But,
I'm not going to say that there aren't hoes, because there's definitely male and female hoes for sure. So I'm not going to say there's not. But
Well, when you're talking about professionals, I like to use the word maybe promiscuous. If people are recklessly having sex to where their own selves is at risk, that, you know, they practice promiscuity. Still, hoe to me is just a way to insult a woman, and
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't feel like
degrading- it's
any
a
woman who is sexual deserves to be insulted.
and
You know,
devalue.
I hate the
it's
term.
it's definitely devaluing. It's
Yeah.
definitely to devalue a woman and you know what she is and who she is, and it really sucks. Like it's a really
And anybody can get called a hoe. A virgin can get called a hoe.
Right.
Like it doesn't hold any validity. You know, it's not a valid statement to make about a person. It's only a way to insult someone. That's it. So I just don't like to use the term. But yeah, there are professional prostitutes and whores. You know, they be paid. They
Hold
be
on.
married too.
Calvin, when you said some men own a pussy, Calvin said R. Kelly got like 13 of them locked up.
oh my
I shouldn't laugh
gosh.
at that. I'm gonna probably go to hell. Lord, forgive me for laughing at that.
That
but-
was their choice, and they may not be
That
hoes.
ain't
They
look like
may
no
only be
choice.
messing with him. Why are they the hoes when Kelly got 13 of them?
He was saying that he owns that pussy.
Good question today.
Yeah.
You know, like R. Kelly would be the hoe if that's the case. Like this is where I.
First off, let's
I'm
get one
just
thing
like-
straight. R. Kelly is fucked up. I don't like to curse on the stream, but R. Kelly is fucked up.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay. So let's.
Definitely,
Yeah.
and those women are probably insecure, and
And
you know
he manipulated
picked,
them.
he picked very insecure
Yeah,
women
he knew what he
because
was
I
doing.
know I would not be sitting in a house with 13 women and just sleeping sharing one man for any kind of money. I don't care how much you're gonna give me.
That shit sound nasty.
The reason why he dates toddlers. There's a reason for it.
Oh, God, you just made me puke in my mouth. But yes, you are right. You are right.
Oh,
All right. So
Well-
now we do have one more caller. So I don't want to say bye to Blue Jay.
I don't either because I love having her on, but we gonna have to say adios.
Adios,
Amiga.
muchachos. Where can we reach you at?
Thank
We
you
didn't.
for having me.
You know what? We didn't allow Dame to give a shout out, but please give a shout out, Blue Jay. So
Where can we
where
reach
can we
you?
find you?
Out to everybody who's been watching. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Thank you guys for always having me on. Well, having me on these past couple of times. I look forward to coming back.
And where can they find you?
You guys can see me on Tuesdays on Free Flow Talk Radio, on Wednesdays on the Benny Vegas Show, which is also radio. You can follow me at @out_of_the blue BLEU. That's on all of my social medias.
Okay, girl. Well, thanks for coming on. I will hit you up later and we'll do our little, gossip thing as we normally do. Me and Blue
Okay.
actually just started a little women's private group. So any women that want to be a part of it, go ahead and hit us up and we'll add you to the group because we've been having some really awesome conversations, and helping each other out with hygienic things and all kind of stuff. So
Wow.
Yes,
See,
all
guys.
women, all everything. Thank you guys so much for having me.
All
bye,
right.
girl.
Bye.
So Cam just hit me up and said that he said, what?
Dude, late.
Cam just hit me up and said that he is on his way. So that's going to be fun to see Cam walk up in the door. So I know that you guys actually said a few things on here. I'm going to scroll through and make sure I commented back to everyone.
So, Treasure cannot get on.
Okay.
I'm going to tell her we'll catch her next time.
Hey, Glasgow. Glasgow's a good person because he's been on our show,
Oh, yeah.
and he also is. Could definitely go back and forth all the time. He's so extra.
So let's see some of these comments.
So what's something that's a double standard for men that you guys don't like? Because we talk a lot about women and how we feel and what's a double standard for us. But what's a double standard for you as a man, that you guys just don't like?
I will say.
Dame said put him on real quick.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
You got to answer this question.
Yeah, Dame, if we put you on, you got to answer this question. What's a double standard that you don't like?
As a man. Correct.
Because I was trying to think of one myself. And I think the only thing I can think of is like if we don't want to be in a leadership position. Meaning like if we don't want, if I don't have a job, if I'm a homemaker, and my wife is out earning the bread, I'm looked down upon.
Okay.
If I'm home taking care of the kids, hold on, wait, let's get Dame on. He didn't switched up his locale.
I'm back. Look, so what I was saying, like, look, a woman is not built to fuck like a man.
That's a lie.
What do you mean by that?
You're not. Okay, look. Do you ever watch Maury?
Yeah.
First off, that's a fake show, but continue.
No. Like, those girls, can y'all see me?
Yeah.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Okay. On shows like that, whether it's those court TV shows and all that, isn't it sad when the woman go on there and say, "Oh, this guy, I know for sure he's da 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 da," and then they get the DNA test, and it's like the guy is not the father. Dude, I seen one show. Well, I've seen this show a couple of times where it was the same chick on there, right? 9 times. Because she was just fucking around with multiple guys.
That means she can fuck like a man.
Oh, good Lord. First off, exactly. So that means she can do that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but look, her she'll know who the father of her kid is, though. See, we can fuck around.
Okay, and leave a woman with her kids by herself?
Man, honestly, I think dudes do that shit on purpose. I think niggas be nutting girls because the shit feeling good. Like, I'm 31. I don't have kids.
They are, and that was my status I posted when I said that's exactly what I was talking about. Is guys are doing that.
I only had one scare, and that was only because I got kind of raped.
Hold on. First off, before we even go down that deep dark tunnel, before we go down there, you still haven't really answered the question of how women can't fuck like men.
Man, because like, okay, I'm gonna keep it real, okay? When I used to live in Vegas, I used to, I was like a driver, okay, for a couple of ladies or whatever. I'm not proud of this or anything. I'm not a pimp. Never was a pimp. But I was the muscle, you know what I'm saying? And like when those girls like have a hot night where like they, slept with like 12 guys, like they had issues, man.
When
Like,
can men do that? That's my question, because men can't even handle 12 rounds, let alone 12 girls. Come on now. Like, that's on some other stuff.
Now, I got my neighbor. He's a big time stripper out there, and he's a gigolo. He was actually on the TV show, some TV show called Gigolos, and they can do that. They just don't bust nuts. A guy can. Now, of course, the nut feel good, right? That's the best thing ever. But, if a dude want to smash 60 chicks, right? 60 chicks, he can.
I guarantee you,
With no problem.
you can't find a guy who can smash. So still no. That's still okay. Dog, I am so standing up for the women on this.
This it does not make any sense. It's just saying.
You just told me that a woman can't fuck like a guy, and then you told me a guy can have sex but not bust a nut. Then why are you even fucking? A girl can't. Hold on, wait. Let me finish. A girl can bust several nuts and keep going for hours. So
I was just comparing. I guess I was comparing escorts. But,
even on that scale, that's even worse, because I'm telling you, if a female escort is like focusing on that skill,
Right.
there is no way a guy can outlast her.
No way.
It just won't happen.
man, my friend Rachel, she's a gynecologist, yo, and
Get
stuff she be telling.
me Rachel's Skype, and we will get her on the show, because
You know what? I would try to, because stuff that she be telling me, I'm just like,
But regardless, I mean, what did she say? What is it that she said?
I mean, like, have you noticed that a lot of women are having like a lot of like problems down there nowadays?
We're sitting here saying like
Like a lot of pussy problems.
yeah, but dudes
Like,
having
it's
dick
like-
problems.
I'm confused where you're going with this.
She was telling me, she was like, when we look back in from 60s to 90s, they had a graph or whatever, and they were saying how, like, when girls go city, they're OGBYN, what we call it. It was common for certain issues to occur.
So what you're saying is, nowadays,
But she's saying now, like, her clients, when they come in, they have to constantly come in because they constantly have bacteria infections. I mean, like, just.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to call you out again, man. I love vagina, right? So I do a lot of reading. I look at this stuff. So those type of things, those diseases, women coming in for bacteria, this, that, or the other. There's a couple things that are going on, right? Number one, healthcare is skyrocketing in its availability in America. So therefore, that gynecologist is going to see more people, because people like former President Obama enabled people to go see a damn doctor, right? Number two, you also have to look at the products that women use.
Our pads are terrible. Our tampons. We're sticking this tampon thing in there that's horrible for us.
Women
and that's
still
actually
douche.
pads and tampons are recycled paper or something like that.
Yeah.
It's really bad. It's trash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're sticking trash in our underwear.
Not only
I mean,
that-
how do you? What do you think we're gonna
also
get?
got the organic tampons, by the way.
But no. You also clean something that doesn't need to be cleaned.
Right.
You don't need to clean your vagina. Your
Right.
vagina, especially if you eat healthy, that's another thing too, that needs to be brought out more. If you eat healthy, your whole chemical body changes. Things smell a
Right.
lot better, and things taste a lot better.
Right.
So it's just like,
The food is bad. The food is
Yeah.
terrible.
So
Condoms can cause women to have pH
No,
balance.
you know what?
Thank you.
Speaking of
Thank you.
condoms, no, hold on. Slow
you know
slow
where I'm
roll.
going, too.
You still need to wear a condom.
No,
still
you
need
do.
to wear a condom.
Yeah, you don't
Here's
get
the thing.
excited.
Oh yeah. But what I'm saying is, if you were an escort, if you fucking 60 guys a day, right? Like I have friends out there who got to go to the ER. The ER. The guys I know out there who
They probably went in at the wrong angle. But what I was saying about the condom thing too is like latex condoms. Women are allergic to latex condoms. I didn't know this. I'm sitting there doing my thing. Her junk breaks, and I'm like, ooh, what's going on down here? Should I be concerned? She's like, no. And we had to figure out she can't have latex anywhere near her.
Wow.
It'll mess her up.
I had a friend that was allergic to latex.
Yeah, it's a terrible way to find
horrible.
out. It's but they got lambskin condoms. Right. They got synthetic.
It's more options now.
So now I don't want to talk to your gynecologist friend because she should have told you. She should have told you all of that other extra stuff. What's that?
Hey, this is the best thing on earth.
Oh, that hemp peppermint soap. Yeah. But
best thing for what? Your vagina? Have you been using it on yours?
No yeast infection, no nothing. This is perfect.
Oh my goodness.
All organic.
But anyways, we do need to.
Well, thank you for that. We're gonna try to get Treasure back on because I know that she's watching, and I know that she
you again?
shared. Correct, Treasure. I know she shared. I know she's watching, so we're gonna try to go ahead and get her back on.
All right, Dame. It was nice having you again.
Thank you. See y'all later.
All right, peace.
Okay, well, I don't know where people's minds are at. Okay, another thing with men, when we talk about men and their, specific, like, what you guys have to kind of go through.
That was my biggest double standard that I could think about was that, if I choose to be a homemaker, that double standard falls on me as like, well, man, you slacking. You're not providing for the house. You're not this or that. But, I'm taking care of the kids, Now, pressures of society will make me want to get my big behind back out there and get a job. I cannot stand being without a job.
Right.
I do feel like, what's up, Ashante? You're late behind. I do feel like it's a terrible spot to be in. Like, I hate not giving money to my house.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
And I don't, I'm not one of those guys like where I won't want my wife making more than me. I just need to make money, period, number one.
Right.
I'd like to make more of the money. But even in my house, it's like I don't even control the budget. Like my wife is a much better planner. Let me go out and get the resources. You are way better at telling me where to spend those resources.
Right.
So, but that's my big double standard. Let's see if we can get.
And that's usually how it goes. That's a pretty good double standard. What about the whole like being expected to open doors or pay for stuff or take care? Like, what about that chivalry thing?
No. See, I like chivalry, but
what does it give you as a man? How does being chivalristic to a woman? Does that do anything for you? Like, what do you get out of that?
For me, it shows that I'm a kind human and I can think about somebody other than myself. Okay. That's honestly it. Like, I don't, chivalry is nearly dead. I can tell you that my son, I teach him to be that way. And I teach him to respect women. And in all honesty, I know this may sound weird, but I do hold women with a bit higher than men. And it's because, I mean, you can break it down to the basics of, I like vaginas. They're fun. They're great. They also produce life. Without them, we would all die. I came out of one. So it's like, I don't know. For me, women are, I hold a little bit more esteem and a little bit more respect for them. So that's why I continue to hold open doors. Or, like there was, a couple days back, it was raining, and I had my umbrella in my hand, and there's this mom with her kid, you know, out there in the rain. So what do? I run over, don't even say anything to her, just boom. I'm a big dude, so I can hold the umbrella over her and not crowd her. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, thank you, blah 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 blah." And I like being more human than not. I don't know. That's just me.
Okay, so that's not an issue for you.
It's not.
What about like being expected, being expected to pay for things? I guess.
If I feel like a girl is expecting it, it'll put a bad taste in my mouth. If if she cools out and lets it happen, like if the bill comes to the table and she just, hold on, let me get on this face so we can see, because I know y'all done seen this face. If she pulled that,
they give you that face, like the whole face. No, that's not.
If she pulls that, then I'm gonna be like, "Yo, split the tab." But no, I mean, if she's cool about it, boom, yeah, I want to pay for it. So,
okay, so that's not really a double standard that you guys really have too much qualms with. I guess it's just something that's like, because I do feel like it's thrown back in our face of, well, if you guys want equality, then we shouldn't have to. You should be paying for your own stuff, and you should be opening your own doors if you want equality. And it's like, it's not that we feel that men and women are exactly the same, because we're just not. We're not made the same physically, emotionally, mentally. We're just not. But at the same time, we would like to be respected the same. And I think that's the least that we can ask. And I think that's when guys kind of come back and it's like, well, then we shouldn't have to open doors, or we shouldn't have to do this. And I feel like that's a petty dude. That's just guy being petty.
I don't know, man. I can't subscribe to that. I'm a different cut. Let me get a girl on the line. We running.
Is she on here?
Yeah.
Calvin said women should open doors, pump gas, or pay for dinner if there is a man present.
Yep. I totally believe it.
And I completely agree. Oh, Treasure is on.
Let's get that video going, girl.
Camera on.
So, right.
Boom. She is driving and trying to talk. Girl.
I'm driving. Guess what? I'm just going to have the camera. I'm not gonna.
You're going to have to turn on the light, though. We can't see you at all.
Yeah, you black.
Okay, look.
No, she yellow. She bright. No.
Y'all can see me.
Them yellow bones still need light.
I'm not going to look at the camera. I'm going to look at the road and just listen, all right?
Can you turn on the light?
You're not allowed to drive with a light?
Really?
Yeah, you can't. Well, you can't do that. You don't do that because you're not legally allowed to. You're not allowed to drive with a light on in your car. Not for long distances. Like, you can do it to see shit, but
it's not really that dark. I can see myself through this little square.
We barely. But what did you? I know that you had some things you wanted to get off your chest as well. So.
Oh no, I forgot. There was a lot of things, so you got to remind me of which.
There was a whole bunch of stuff. Me and Treasure go back and forth. I call her all the time and just tell her my issues with life and things that we have going on. And I know she's dealt with some. You commented on my status and said, this is so petty. She said, because I said, men should stop asking women if they're on birth control and make sure they strap up. And she said, yeah, men should stop asking women for kids and then becoming a deadbeat.
There you go.
And that's...
What subject you want to
that sounded personal, Treasure. That sounded real personal.
Well, that is one subject, but there was another one that we definitely that I wanted to speak of, but I can't remember. It wasn't that one. That wasn't the one that we were like, oh my god, I gotta talk about it. What was it?
It wasn't the phone issue.
Was it the picture?
No, it definitely wasn't the picture.
It wasn't the phone. She just dealt with some phone issues, some guys. Hey, Wes.
Was it something that was on that we were discussing the last show?
No, it was not the show.
Oh.
No, it was something I called Janae about. What was it, Janae? You gotta know.
Girl, we talked about everything. We talked about some stupid guys. We've talked about guys in relationships and guys trying to offer money.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. That's what we need to talk about. We need to talk about this running game stuff. Oh my God, yes. We need to talk about that. People, basically trying to woo you with their words, like as if what they have means anything, to us. Like, oh, I have this. Oh, I have that. Oh, I got this. I could do that. Okay.
So basically, PSA.
Okay.
We don't care what you have. We care
Your
about what you're
words
willing
is
to
not
give.
putting a roof over my head.
See, that's why I
The
knew she was
words-
going with it.
The words that we're using, especially if we first getting in there, we're just trying to open you up. I gotta talk to you. I gotta see what you're about. Now, if a guy, hold on, if a guy comes at you, and they start by talking about their net worth. Obviously, they not worth a whole bunch for the long run.
That's true. That's for sure. I hate when guys come at me with money or come at me with how much they have or what they have or how many houses they own or cars. I'm like, okay, what can you do for me? How do you benefit me? Because
So annoying.
yeah, you having houses and cars doesn't do anything for me. Because a man can have all the money in the world doesn't mean he's gonna give it to you.
That's true.
So
Alright.
I don't know why guys come at women like that. Like, no, you guys are gonna have to speak. Like, stop doing all this talking and actually show some action. Like, show what you're worth, and
Stand it. I can't stand
and not with flashing things, because all that's really, really annoying. It's super annoying.
It's super annoying, and that is such a turn off. Like, we need some action, okay? If you want to talk about what you got or what you can do, why do you need to verbalize it? Okay.
See, I think a lot of. So there could be several things, right? And I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
Okay.
Now, if a woman presents herself in a way that shows she might be attracted to money, that may be the way I approach you.
That's true right there too.
Right? So if you on your Instagram and you on your Snap and I'm about to I showing me all this money or like flossing jewels at me, I'm gonna come talk to Treasure.
Hey, Flossin.
The first thing I'm gonna say, I got this car. Hey, where do you want to go tonight? You want to go on my Beamer or whatever? Blah blah. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I'm
I
gonna.
want to go to my crib with the beachfront.
Exactly. What you want to go to the beachfront, the river house, or the vacation spot?
I
Where
mean,
you-
like, we don't mind going and doing those things.
But no, what I'm saying is that's the way I'm gonna approach you. I'm gonna approach you like that. If I see you are about money, I'm gonna approach you about money.
I also feel like a lot of those guys that approach like that, they're lame dudes anyways. So they don't have anything else they don't have any other way to approach but being like, okay, here's my stuff, here's my car, here's my house.
They didn't do.
So lame.
Hey, hold on, Wes talking about your earrings, or your solar dishes that you got.
Me, I got these big old earrings on. I know you.
Oh, yeah,
Janae's
so-
earrings are about as big as her head. It is outstanding.
I was trying to get in touch with my African roots.
You gonna break the camera. You gonna shine all the light back at the camera.
Lord, it's booming.
But yeah, no. So that's I think that's what I think. I think like if I see that that's a thing in your life and that's what you value, I'm gonna go after that. If you if you posting pictures of you going to church every Sunday, then I'm gonna come at you with some King James. You know what I mean? It's different. Yeah, it's
I
different.
know. I think I really feel like there are some guys who they don't have any kind of like.
There's some guys who don't have game,
Yeah,
and
they don't
that's
have.
all they can talk
yeah,
about.
that's all that they do.
But
Is
that's
just
all they know how to do.
that's it, and that's horrible. That's really horrible.
See, so that's what Eric says. How can a broke man show he has a lot to offer? Don't talk about money. If you know you broke,
Happens all the time.
yeah. But if you know, hold on. If you know you broke, I ain't gonna talk about money.
Some people I done talked to.
But see your reaction, Treasure. Your reaction.
How many broke people I done talked to? Those are some of the coolest people that I would.
Oh, now you say they're cool. Look at her. See, you
She's
backing it
laughing
up.
because it's really about. I actually explained to a guy before. I said because he asked me. He said, "Why is it that there's beautiful women with unattractive men?" He's like, "What's up with that?" I said, "Well, here's the thing. Men are visual, so men are attracted visually." women, you have to get into our head. And it all also comes down to sex, because if you want to be real blunt about it, which I'm going to get real here, men can look down and see what's happening and they see their stuff, right? True. Women, our stuff is inside of us. So we visualize things in our mind. And if you ever notice women close their eyes during sex or whatever, they're visualizing. They're visualizing and they're feeling and they're thinking, and it's all inside. Men are opening their eyes wide and just wanting to see everything and looking at everything. Women aren't looking at nothing. Women aren't looking at nothing. Our eyes are closed. Our eyes are closed. So it's about how you make us feel and like how we mentally feel, because we can be mentally stimulated and mentally turned on and mentally
you can get over the ugly.
We can get off by mentally because our eyes are closed.
Mentally you can get over the ugly.
Our eyes are closed. So yeah, we're not looking at, oh my gosh, he's so fine. I mean, sometimes if he's really fine, yeah, but it's not always for us like, oh, like getting off to he's sexy. It's more so getting off to how he makes me feel and how I feel about him, and it's all mental. It's all mental. You have to get in a woman's mind.
Yeah, I trust me, I get it.
Exactly. So money is definitely not the way to get at a woman you want. That's nothing.
Right. That's going to get you something fake. That's going to get you something fake.
Back to Eric's question though. The how can a broke man
offering who he is as a person, offering his compassion, offering his loyalty, offering his honesty,
going about things the right way too.
Yeah, go. You know what? People say you don't want to be in the friend zone and all this kind of stuff, but if that's all you got to offer is a heart and an ear, dog, that's what you need to offer.
Right.
Because
and
a lot of the times you can win.
That works.
You can win a lot that way.
Right. Because honestly, if you want to be different nowadays, just be a good man.
Yeah.
To be for real. That's it. That's all you got to do. Because all these guys are all angry and they're upset from their third grade crush that turned them down or whatever. Like, they're all harboring all these emotions, and I'm angry and I'm mad all these women. They're treating women horribly. All you got to do is be a good man. And I know that there's men on here that are like, oh, women don't like good men. I could say the same thing that you guys say to me. You're picking the wrong women that aren't appreciating a good man. Because a lot of times good people, there's givers and there's takers. And a lot of time givers attract takers. So if you're going to be a giver, if you're going to be a good man, you need to attract a giver as well. And that's where it comes in handy. That's when it's right. That's when it's correct. And I think a lot of guys attract, givers, nice guys attract takers and attract people who use them, or people who people who are already tainted, women who are tainted and messed up and are cheaters. And then, it's just the wrong people. If you're not being respected for being a good guy, you picked the wrong girl.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of good women out here that will be very grateful and be like, wow, finally, thank you. I don't have to be a bitter woman anymore.
That's true.
Yeah. That's very true. And another thing, Janae, and I know you probably get the same reaction. Don't you get judged a lot by how you look? I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that. Do not judge me on my outer appearance and thinking I'm a certain type of way, because you're totally wrong.
I get because I'm pretty, they just assume I'm stuck up or I'm rude or I have these certain things about me, and that's not the case. That's not the case at all.
That is so annoying. That is the worst.
For real.
Everybody always jump ship. Or I'll get like people who are really insecure, and then they'll bring up me and how I appear, I guess you say. And that's such a turn off. I be sure about yourself. Like, just be sure about yourself.
Yeah, no,
don't be unsure and insecure and am I good enough for you? Type. That is so annoying.
Oh yeah, that's not attractive. That's not attractive at all. Confidence is also key.
Hello, it's key.
For real, because there's some ugly. Oh, I'm not gonna call them ugly. That are super confident, and they attract attractive people.
I'm late.
Okay.
For dinner.
Okay. He's late for dinner. So I appreciate you coming on, Treasure. We're also gonna go.
My last 2 seconds. but I'll do better next time.
We're gonna go. Me and Treasure are gonna go live. Probably either on your page or on another page or something, and go and stir up some things. So, yes, appreciate you coming on, and we will talk to you later.
Right on.
Girl, holla.
Peace.
Peace. All right.
All right, everybody. Well.
Boom. Oops. Hold on. It's coming.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for tuning in. Tune in next week. Are we going to do 8?
We might do 7 again, depending on, hopefully.
We might do 7. We'll let you know. But tune in. Hit me up. Let me know what you guys want to talk about, what you want to discuss. Let me know if you want to be on the show. Just reach out to me. I am open. This is for you guys anyway. So this is really a platform in order for us to just have a discussion and, not be keyboard warriors, because
There you go.
I'm going to be in your face. So thank you for tuning in to Young and Impressionable, and we'll see you next week.